fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Welcome to What the Fuck Are You Reading with Kali and Kaci, a podcast and book club for all of the book lovers and shit talkers. Hey, Kaci.
Hi.
How did your crawfish boil go yesterday?
It actually went perfectly. The crawfish was great. The weather was great.
I'm acting like I wasn't there,
Yeah,
but I was.
Everyone was in a good mood. The vibe was great, and I just can't ask for a better day. So yeah, I'm happy.
Yes, a very good Friday.
Yes, Good Friday. Thank you, Jesus.
Yes. Thank you, Jesus. I'm not going to tell them your Jesus joke from earlier.
Okay.
That's just, we went a little too far there. So what I am going to tell you is what the fuck happened, which is what we're calling this segment.
Yes, this is our T segment. What the fuck happened?
So this story is actually very close to me and not funny at all because it happened to one of my very best friends.
Okay, but I don't know her, so I can laugh.
Yeah, I'm still not going to say her name, obviously, but she did tell me that I could talk about this
Okay.
because she would definitely know that it was her when she heard it. So it happened almost exactly 6 years ago. She and her husband at the time were home, and he called her a fucking bitch in front of their 3 children. Her youngest was 3 months old. She threw his keys at him and told him to get the fuck out of her house.
As she should.
When she threw the keys, it did happen to hit him. She is very open about this. Not sure. I don't know if it was in the face or not. But anyway, it did hit him. But he proceeded to chase her down, punch her repeatedly in the face while she was holding her 3-month-old.
What the fuck?
And as soon as she was able to get away from him, she called 911.
Okay.
So the cops came out and arrested both of them.
Mm-hmm.
She was arrested. This is a professional woman who has never been in this type of situation before.
And was this the first time with this man?
That she had called 911?
No, that they had gotten in a physical altercation.
I'm not sure. And no, I don't think it was the first time physical altercation, but it may have been the first time she called the cops. I'm not sure.
Okay.
And
Jesus.
she got arrested, and she's literally still, breastfeeding in jail.
I would be like, can y'all bring me my pump?
They had restraining orders against each other. This woman was able to try to put this behind her and try to make it work after this.
They were going to stay together?
They did not immediately end their marriage. Thank God she is not still with him.
Yeah, no shit.
But she was arrested postpartum in jail, having to try to pump, and had to have this follow her in her career because someone reported it to her place of work.
Oh no. As there were kids involved, was CPS involved and everything?
So she was arrested with I guess battery and child endangerment. For all you domestic violence survivors, I think that this was an absolute shit show. Not that he was completely unscathed, but that as a mother, she was in danger, fear of her life, and was arrested and then had to try to collect her shit. But luckily, honestly, she has come out of this so much better. She got into therapy immediately afterward.
Good.
And has been in therapy ever since and has just risen so far above that situation and that point in her life, and doesn't have, I have other stories I can tell about this friend. We'll go there another time, but she is just such a better person for it. It was just such a nightmare to have to watch her go through that.
Holy crap. Well, yeah, kudos to her. And I'm so glad they're not together anymore because I would feel really bad.
Yes. We probably couldn't talk about it if they were still together.
Yikes.
So that's what the fuck happened. It was a nightmare.
Yeah, and if he's listening, fuck you.
Yes, fuck you. I won't say your name, but I want to. About the Book of Azrael.
Okay, yes.
When we left off, Diana was in this battle with the member of the hand named Ezekiel, and he had taken his own sword, stabbed himself in the heart. He was already very wounded. Not sure that he would have survived anyway, but probably would have survived long enough for Caden to torture him and get information out of him, or even get him under Alistair's control the way that Peter the Celestial was, and the way many others have been. And then Caden came into the room, saw what had been done because he stabbed himself. The blue light shot off into like the atmosphere, and he went to Asterioth, which is the heavenly realm or whatever. And Caden, for the first time, was scared, wondering like, what did you just do? Now they're going to be on to us, basically. So that's where we left off.
Okay, and I know nothing that happens in this book from this point on, so.
Okay, well, you're in for a treat.
I was about to say, I'm kind of excited.
You are in for a treat. Now we are switching perspectives for the first time. Now we're with Liam in the remains of Reshiram, and it's 2 days prior to those events.
Okay.
So, who is Liam?
I was about to say, am I supposed to know who Liam is?
Nope. Nope, he just comes into the picture.
Okay.
And he is having a dream in which he is Sam Kyle in battle. Reshiram is the world that he lives in, and it's basically destroyed at that point. Igmorithans have been the cause of all of this. The traitorous gods used them to aid in rebellion, and the results were completely disastrous. So Liam, who is possibly also Sam Kyle, you know, at this point, like, we're going by multiple names.
Be a myth.
He and his father have sent as many people as they could to the nearest livable planet for refuge. Like, this one is just under so much attack and under so much warfare that it's not even livable at this point. So his dream changes, and now he's dreaming about a time before the gods' war. He is not a celestial. He has these silver veins, silver tattoos. He's arguing with his father after he had partied too hard the night before. His father is the king of this world and tells him he cannot indulge like that. Like, this is not princely behavior. They must stay focused because the Igmorithans are eager to seek power over any realm that they can claim. So Liam says he has earned the name World Ender and deserves a moment of peace.
So he has another name?
He's got another name.
This is a third name?
Yes.
All right.
He's the World Ender. Interesting. So Liam is pissed over this argument with his father. He says he can't rule them because they won't allow it. He is nothing but a half-blooded bastard. So half god, half what?
Okay.
I'm not sure yet. His father reassures him that his visions show that Sam Kyle is the best of all of them, that he is perfect and he's his heir and his only child. So Liam wakes up. His home is a wreck from all of the energy that he expels every night. Every night that he has these nightmares,
things happened.
Blasts off and like rips holes in the wall and the ceiling off, and so his home is just an absolute disaster zone.
You probably should just be sleeping outside.
And I don't think he cares.
Okay.
He is in this period of mourning still, even though it's been centuries. His emotions manifest physically, and he struggles very much to control them. So I'm feeling bad, and I'm liking him already. He has a much better first impression than Diana. Diana, like, immediately stepped off onto the wrong foot. But Liam is showing some signs already that he's going to be a likable character. He gets a message from the Council of Hadramiel. I think that he's the king now, but gives this council power to rule and make decisions just because he doesn't want any part of it. He's checked out. He is living in a home in ruins like a complete hermit. The message is from Imogen, one of the members of the hand. His hand. He made the hand.
Okay, so that's his council is the hand?
So the Council of Hadramiel, I think, includes more than just the Hand.
Okay.
But the Hand is a group of celestials that he handpicked.
Okay.
He usually avoids responding to these messages, which is very concerning to the Hand because he's supposed to be their leader. But he just doesn't care. He's like, do what you want, handle it. I'm going to sit here, have nightmares, think about my past, and not care what's going on. So we find out that his mother was a celestial, and that's why he's a half-blood. So because of this, he could not create celestials, because only gods can do that. He was sure that nothing could touch the Hand, because they were trained killers. He doesn't respond to Imogen's messages, as usual. He never does. His father did not survive. So Liam has many regrets about the trivial things that damaged their relationship throughout the years, as anyone would.
I was about to say, as most people are.
If you lost somebody, then those are the kind of things you think about, the little fights and the sex, the partying, the immaturity. None of that matters to him anymore. He does not engage. As Liam is contemplating life, his past, everything, he hears Ezekiel. So
the one that he shot up when he was
whenever
dying.
Ezekiel was praying, like as he was fixing to stab himself, he said, "Grant me passage from here to Asterioth," which means only one thing, death. So he went to meet Imogen in the Otherworld. He arrives and asks the Hand who they lost. And it's Ezekiel. And unfortunately, this means war. He knows that war is coming because of this. So Liam is getting up to speed now that he's in the world with the rest of the Hand, and he's no longer
Now that he's back.
Yes, he's back from the remains of Reshiram. He's getting up to speed on everything that's been going on in Anuna in the centuries that he's been gone. He's also gathering info about Ezekiel's death. He knows that someone is searching through the old pieces of Reshiram that fell to Anuna when it was destroyed, but he doesn't know what they're searching for. They are on to Diana as possibly being the problem, though. They've done some surveillance on her and have pictures of her and Gabby, but it's a picture of her with Tobias and Alistair that opens his eyes to what's going on. In it, you can see the crimson glow of her eyes. So the Igmorthans did not all die with the fall of Reshiram like he thought. He didn't think that the Igmorthans existed anymore.
And now he knows that Diana is.
Now that he knows that there's at least 3 of them. Liam has a flashback again of him talking to his father, Unir. And according to Unir, the Igmorthans follow 2 leaders. I can't pronounce those names. Iltshare and Gnirnan.
All right, we'll call him D and G.
Yeah, I don't even know. But so they follow some leaders and they sought revenge. So this being part of the reason for the Gods' War. Liam has destroyed many Igmorthans in his life. It was kind of his existence before the Gods' War, was to travel around and put an end to every Igmorthan that he could find. The Celestials have an alliance with the mortals, and they're all looking to Liam to fix this problem of the Igmorthans. Sorry. They're very scared. So they're in this meeting, Liam, the Hand, ambassadors among the Celestials and mortals, and this one guy comes forward being super sassy, asking Liam questions very defiantly, like, when do we get to the part where you slaughter millions? And how did you become king? You're a curse on this world, etc. So just out of the blue, which is very strange because everyone else is very deferential to Liam. And this guy goes on to say that he thought it would be so much harder to get in, but it was a piece of cake. And all of a sudden, this man that's in this meeting transforms into fucking Diana.
Oh, what?
Yes, Diana is already in this meeting. Just straight off the bat. The mortals start running to the exits, and Liam asks if she is who killed Ezekiel, and she burst the whole room into flames.
Badass.
Damn, badass bitch. That's what I wrote. After she sets the room on fire, I guess Diana disappears, but Liam is like on the hunt for her.
Okay.
He wants to find and end her immediately, which would have made for a much shorter book, I would have to say. But many of the mortals who were there are like already dead from the destruction that she's caused because the room they were in is absolutely wrecked. And he focuses to try to sense her location because that's part of his skill set, as he can just kind of like go within himself and feel people in his presence, like in the surrounding areas. And he hones in that she's on the floor above him. So he crouches down and shoots straight up through the fucking ceiling.
Okay.
Stone, marble, everything. He just goes through it all. And he corners her. And she's scavenging through a room full of relics, looking for the Book of Azrael, I'm sure. But I'm thinking, like, damn, Diana, like, you really think that you're going to get away with this? Like, you infiltrate into
a king's meeting?
Yes, this council meeting, and think that you're just going to get out of here alive? So Liam tells her that the fire will not kill him. Nothing can. And she doesn't believe that. Everything has a weakness. Proof being that the rest of the gods who are no longer here after the Gods' War, those immortal, in quotation marks, immortals died. Liam is stronger than them. He's
the world ender.
He is what we all believe to be truly immortal. She's also confident because she has a forsaken blade, and I'm assuming it's the same one that Caden used on Ezekiel to cut his hand off. So these blades were created by the primordials and handed down from eons ago. They were specifically made to destroy gods. And even though the hand could show up at any second to help Liam, Diana is fighting her ass off. And why is she being so reckless? Like, this feels so reckless to me. Just out of nowhere. So she gets a good stab into his back with the Forsaken blade, but literally nothing happens. So maybe he really cannot die.
Maybe he really is immortal.
Diana is shocked that this stab didn't even faze him, and he's able to cut off one of her arms.
Oh my god, that is so funny.
Then it's Liam's turn to be shocked as he watches her arm grow back.
Could you imagine watching that on the movie Deadpool, when something of his and it's like growing back and it's like a little tiny arm coming out of a stub?
Yes, that's what I imagine too. She hears a whistle, and apparently that's her cue to get out of there. She shapeshifts into the wyvern again, massive, and this is the creature that Liam has nightmares about. She flies.
Oh, that's interesting.
She flies through the ceiling. Liam gathers his power and flings an invisible force at her, stopping her mid-flight. And she drops back down into the building, and even though he expended a lot of energy, he's fine, and she's laying in a crumpled heap in her human form. So Diana is ready to keep fighting, but he blasts a jolt of energy into her, and she loses consciousness. He takes her in his arms. So he's not going to immediately kill her. He intends to get answers from her. But is he going to kill her after? I'm not sure what his plan is. So Diana has been unconscious for like a whole day. And Logan, which is one of the hand, is discussing Diana with Liam. The only legends he remembers of anyone having power like that were the 4 kings of Yejedin.
Okay.
Yejedin. You make your own decision.
I was about to say, I agree with you.
Created by the primordials and taking the form of beast or man. But the only way they could even exist anymore is if a breeding pair survived and escaped the fall of Reshiram.
Okay.
They intend to interrogate Diana and get some answers. So, guys, I don't think that she knows. And when I say guys, I mean Liam and Logan. I don't think she knows what's going on. I don't think Diana knows.
Okay.
Like, they're barking up the wrong tree. Maybe Caden knows something, but Diana is just this killing machine who does what she's told.
Yep.
So Liam has a flashback to when he was a child. He was with his mother in her garden. He had no friends because he's the only child that has been born in like centuries. Also the only child that's a mix of God and celestial. Everyone else is created, not born.
Okay.
Not sure why, but his mother has not been the same since she had him. She's no longer able to fight. His parents were soulmates and obviously very in love. Her mother looks at a picture of a monster. His mother, sorry, looks at a picture of a monster that he drew and tells him that looks can be deceiving. So just because it looks like a monster doesn't mean it's bad. And just because something's pretty doesn't mean it can't be harmful, is what she taught him.
Okay.
So the chapter ends with Liam thinking that he was the reason his father was dead and Reshiram had fallen, because he was the world ender, even his own world.
Okay. This is all very traumatic.
Very traumatic. So Diana wakes up in a white-walled room. She has no idea how Sam Kyle, as that's what she refers to him as, was able to pull her from the sky. So room is an overstatement. Like, this is a cell.
Okay.
She's in a jail cell, basically. She tries to burn her way out, but nothing's working. She tries this for 2 days with absolutely no luck on being able to get out. And she's remembering Ezekiel's last moments, and they haunt her because he had been so hopeless. And it just reminded her of Gabby whenever Gabby almost died in the desert.
Do we still know how Gabby almost died?
We do not.
Okay, cool.
So Liam goes to visit her. She notes that he is super hot now. Apparently, the day before, he had like long, scraggly hair and beard and just unkempt.
So he just got like Princess Diaried and is made to be hot?
Well, she had burned parts of his hair off and his beard in her attack.
Okay.
So I think
yesterday he looked like a dead person.
Yesterday he looked terrible. Today he's fucking hot. He went to the barber. So he's short-haired all over now after he was groomed by a member of the Hand. But she can sense his self-loathing, even though he's just magnificent looking, she says.
Okay.
So Diana is talking so much shit to Liam. So I don't know if she thinks that she's going to die anyway, so it doesn't matter, or if she's lost her fucking mind, but she has no fear. The entire Hand, or at least a whole group of them, because I don't know who all the Hand
consists of,
they enter to question her through the bars of her cell. They form a circular ring around her, just as Ezekiel had done whenever he had tried to escape. But it's not as painful this time. So she's back in that silver ring that she flew out of in her wyvern form.
Yes.
They meant to immobilize her in this case, not to cause severe pain. So they come through the bars and slap some shackles on her wrist and her ankles. And they're not typical shackles. These are the chains of a Bariath, and they cause weakness. While they're on you, you are in a weakened state. So
break out. Yeah.
You can't escape. Which I think is necessary, if you ask me, because she has proven to be very vicious, and it's not like she's going to go down without a fight. And it works. She is weak and sick. They take her to another location to question her. They secure her to a chair, and there's now a row of seats around the chair, just like for their viewing pleasure, while they, I assume they're going to torture her. Although I think that she could probably handle it, whatever it is.
I'm actually sitting here thinking that wouldn't be a terrible way to, like, interrogate somebody. Put me in a room with, like, 10 people. One of y'all's got to get it out of me eventually.
No, I'm going to sing like a canary, okay?
Yes. Please, I'm uncomfortable. I'll tell you everything.
I am mildly uncomfortable. I will explain everything you would like to know.
I will tell all of the
My socks are
family
wet.
secrets.
My socks are wet, and I cannot handle it.
My hands are sweating too bad, please.
So she starts laughing like a fucking psychopath. And I'm just thinking, like, what the hell is wrong with her? Like, she had grown on me for a little while. I was beginning to like her, but no, not anymore. Not right now. Like, she's going to have to earn my love again. She says something then that strikes me. There is nothing you can do to me that has not already been done. So I was just thinking, like, did they do something to Gabby? Caden? Like, did Caden do something to Gabby? I don't know. But that statement really stood out to me.
Yeah.
The chair she's sitting in has special powers. If she's not truthful, or if she resists, or if she tries to escape, she will burn.
Oh.
Yikes.
Yeah.
So she is very flippant with the first question, which is, how many of you are there? And she answers 99, and her ass lights up.
Oh.
not literally, but as though her nerves are catching fire.
Oh, God,
And
that
I was
sounds
thinking,
terrible.
like, maybe it's like neuropathy.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. She knows that Caden has been lying to her. She's figured that out.
Okay.
Because Sam Kyle is obviously real.
Yeah.
And Caden has been telling her forever that he's not.
Yep.
She is just in a very I don't give a fuck place in her life right now. I guess they had a falling out that I have not been made aware of yet.
No one has told me this information
I have not been told this information. I'm just I'm going off of the information I have been given. And I am confused.
Okay.
If you are confused, you are not alone. So it seems like Gabby is okay right now, though, because the reason she isn't cooperating is to keep Gabby safe.
Mm-hmm.
So Gabby's still all right. Her lack of cooperation is earning her lots of pain from this chair, though, like electric shock kind of pain.
The first hint of being even mildly in pain, I would tell them everything. I can't do pain.
So then he goes straight for her weak spot and asks her about Gabby. He can tell that's what her weakness is. He says if Diana won't talk, he'll have to talk to Gabby. And she tells them that when she gets the chance, she will hurt him in ways that he can't imagine. Ugh. And she means it.
Yeah, I believe her.
She is not playing. They torture her for hours, and she never breaks. So she is very strong. She's stubborn as fuck.
No joke. How long do you think it would take before they got you?
Oh, God, like 30 seconds.
I was thinking 15.
Yeah. If it was with Noah, like maybe a little longer. But like if they were, threatening my child. But Jesus. I don't know. I know that I'm not good at that.
The first hint of them being like, we're going to peel back your fingernails.
No. No, don't waterboard me. Like, I already feel like I'm drowning anytime I'm near water.
Yes.
So, absolutely not. She flashes back. So, Diana says that Gabby hates her right now. So, like, what happened? Because her and Gabby were on
You think that's true,
terms.
though? Or she's just saying that to, like, steer them away from Gabby?
No, I don't think she even says this out loud. She just tells us.
Okay.
Like, or notes it and,
When the fuck did anything happen?
So, and I'm wondering, is it because she found out that she killed their vampire friend, Drake?
Okay.
Or I'm not sure what happened, but her and Gabby are definitely not on good terms right now. So she flashes back to the days leading up to this. So now I think we're getting somewhere. I think some of the information that I'm missing is finally going to come to me now.
I hope so.
So she arrived at we're back a few days. She arrives at Gabby's apartment. She's still drenched in a mixture of her and Ezekiel's blood. So we know the timeline. It's right after Ezekiel took his life. She burst into Gabby's kitchen, interrupting her and Big Dick Rick.
Big Dick Rick.
Getting it on in the kitchen.
Oh my God. Hell yeah, Gabby.
In the kitchen at 7 a.m.
Okay.
So please, that's how I know that this is fiction, okay? On a weekday, in the kitchen at 7 a.m.
Nobody trying to fix my coffee, bitch. Get away from me.
Nobody's fucking doing that. So she screams at Rick to get out, and Gabby's like, what the hell is going on? After Ezekiel died, Caden shows up just absolutely fucking pissed, thinking that Diana had killed Ezekiel.
Okay.
So she didn't correct that assumption. And Diana is also pissed because Caden knew the whole time that Sam Kyle was real, but he led everyone to believe otherwise just to get them to follow along with his plan. So now Diana has ruined whatever plan that he had, at least that's what he thinks, because Sam Kyle will want retribution for the death of a member of the Hand. So she starts throwing Gabby's clothes in a bag. Like, it's clear she intends to get her the fuck out of there.
Yeah, we're leaving.
And she tells Gabby a very short version of what happened to Ezekiel and that Gabby needs to go to the safe house like they had planned.
Okay, hold on. I'm kind of confused. Is Caden there right now?
No. Caden had just showed up after Ezekiel died. Like
at the scene of the crime.
At the scene of the crime. It had taken him longer to get out of the ring. Or maybe he didn't even get out until Ezekiel died.
Yeah.
Because Ezekiel was so shocked that Diana was able to get out.
Yes.
Like, he made it seem like that made her some kind of
extra special
being.
Yes. Okay, so carry on.
Anyway, so she had set this up for when she left Caden.
Mm-hmm.
So she had this plan in place to hopefully leave Caden one day.
Okay, so she knew she was going to leave him one day.
She wanted to leave him at some point.
Okay.
And she had a safe house set up for Gabby because she knows that the first thing Caden's going to go after is Gabby.
Mm-hmm.
So he knows nothing about this safe house. Different situation, like, actually arose, but it's still going to work.
Yes.
They hope. So Gabby is processing everything.
Mm-hmm.
And the first thing she wants to know is, what about Rick?
Mm-hmm.
Big Dick Rick. She needs to be thinking about the UTI she's going to get if she doesn't go pee, because she was just interrupted fucking her boyfriend in the kitchen, and you have to go pee after you have sex or you're going to get a UTI.
Was that in the book, or are you just
No, I'm just telling you this. That's what came to me. That
Hold on, while you pack my things, I'm going to go pee and wipe myself up.
Yes. She's going to go need to take care of herself, or she's going to get in a situation.
And I bet her mama ain't a pharmacist. She's not getting no UTI pills anytime soon.
She's going to be in a safe house. She's not going to be able to go to the urgent care. So they start fighting, Gabby and Diana. This is no life to have to live. And Gabby realizes that. She does not want to be on the run.
Mm-hmm.
Gabby says she'll do it. She'll go to the safe house, but this is the last time. Over the centuries, Diana has made her move many times, and she is done. She gives Gabby a forsaken blade to use on herself if worse comes to worse.
Jesus.
It would be better than having Caden get a hold of you.
That is very true, but still.
So Tobias calls Diana and summons her to where the ambassadors are staying before their meeting with Sam Kael. So she kills and eats one of them, and then transforms into him. So that's who she was at the meeting.
Okay. Hold on.
She
confused about something again, though.
She has to eat mortals. She has to either have their blood or their flesh to keep her strength up. She can't get by without.
So my question is, she knew that she was going to a meeting with Sam Kael, but also was told that Sam Kael's not real?
Well, she knows now. Ever since Ezekiel killed himself and Caden freaked out, saying that, that Sam Kael is going to want retribution. Okay. Now she knows Sam Kael is real.
Okay.
And she is pissed at Caden about it. So she kills and eats the mortal. And then transforms into him. And that's when she initially confronts Liam at this meeting.
Yes, and that is where we're caught up to now.
So she's able to retrieve his memories so she can mimic him to get into the meeting. The plan was merely for her to keep Sam Kael distracted while Tobias, Alistair, and Caden searched for the Book of Azrael. So her whole point in there was to cause a shit show. And then whenever she hears the signal to get out of there, which she tried to do, she tried to get out, and that's when Liam, Sam Kael, threw the force field at her and knocked her back to the ground, and now she's in custody, basically.
And so Gabby's in the safe house?
Gabby gets to the safe house. Yes. She wakes up back in her cell in the present. They had not broken her yet. Peter the Celestial comes to visit her, which is the one that is controlled by Alistair. So Caden starts speaking to her through Peter's body.
Gross.
It's very strange. He tells her he's missing 2 Forsaken blades. Yeah, because one for Diana and one for Gabby. Okay?
Any more questions, bitch?
So I don't know if she admits that, but yeah, you are missing 2 Forsaken blades because we got to protect ourselves.
She's like, I don't know nothing about that.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It's like Casey, anytime you asked her anything, under the age of...
Did you do this? No, I've never seen that in my life.
I would never. No idea how that could have happened.
And it's literally like I carved my name into something. I'm like, whoa, that's crazy that somebody would do that.
Somebody really tried to set me up, didn't they? So Caden tells her it's her own fault that she got captured because he had told her to merely cause a distraction and she had fought to kill instead.
Okay, so gaslighting at its finest.
He will not be attempting to rescue her. She has been in captivity for weeks already.
Oh,
by the time Peter comes and visits her and lets her know, gives her the message through, that Caden.
Hey, heads up, we're not coming for you.
Hey, heads up, you're on your own. Good luck to you. So they have infiltrated a mortal who is working with Sam Kael, so they expect to find the book soon. I am still not sure that the book is real, though. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Although Sam Kyle was real. We weren't sure if he was real.
Yep.
Let's pause there and resume our storytelling. And I love you, fuckers.
Can't wait to hear the rest. I'm excited.
Thank you for listening. Please leave us a 5-star review on Apple or Spotify.
Go like and subscribe to our channel on YouTube, join our Facebook group, and follow us on Instagram.
The links to everything are available in the show notes.
And 5 stars only. If you have anything less, please turn your phone off and mind your business. Bye, fuckers.